Okay, so this is a camera, the main sewer line, 4127 South Olathe Way, or Olathe Way. So we are going to start, again, 4127 South Olathe Way. So we're going to start with this 2-inch kitchen line. This is going to be in the basement. We're going to move over to that main here in a minute. Pull back, wipe that lens. Okay, one more time here. We'll try to, there we go. So we drop into the line. We've got cast iron piping. As we drop down and make that turn, we're going to be pushing along under the concrete floor of the basement. And so we've got some buildup. You can just see how we're smearing it around a little bit on the bottom of the pipe. And then right there at about 5 feet, we're going to transition. We're going to go from 2 to 3-inch piping. And we're in the main. Does have a rough end over there, so we may have tied in with one of the rough end lines. And we've got some buildup in that main sewer line too. Good grief. Definitely a lot of buildup in there. Let's just see if it turns and ties in with the main. Okay, so right when that goes from 2-inch to 3-inch, or 2-inch to 4-inch, we can't tell because of all the buildup. Right over there on the right, that's going to be the main sewer line. So this is really short. This is only 6 feet. But this does have enough buildup where it should be clean and re-inspected to better evaluate. The main, we could already tell, is definitely going to have a lot of buildup in it. Okay, and now we are over at the 3-inch cleanout. So this is going to be the main sewer line. So we drop into the line. We've got cast iron piping. As we drop down and make that turn, again, we're going to be pushing under the concrete floor of the basement. We've got a low section here, so some standing water. Not a real bad low section so far. Well, it's got some buildup. We go up right here, so that is a good ramp, good ridge as we go up. That's a lot of buildup. That could be holding back some of that water. Right there as we're going to make that turn. Right there. That's where it connects with the kitchen line that we just cambered. And we know once we make this turn, there's going to be some pretty good buildup in this cast iron. It might be 4-inch through here. Oh yeah. So you can just see a little trough there in the middle. It's just all build up on the left and the right. Not quite, we're back to some more buildup crust over there. So some of this is going to be soft buildup, but there is going to be a lot of hard buildup in that cast. It's tight right there. That is a lot of buildup. We're going to go ahead and pause. Okay, so 33 feet, that's going to be the that's going to be the end of the cast iron. We transition, we go to SDR, plastic piping. At that point, we should be just outside of the house. That's a lot of buildup, though. You can see how it's pooling water right there. So that cast iron definitely needs to be cleaned and re-inspected to better evaluate. And we do have a little buildup in the plastic too. Some standing water, not much, a little bit of a low section there, slight. So that's light, that's going to be acceptable for flow at this time. And then we've got tree roots entering through the connection right here as we transition. Again, this time we're going from plastic to clay piping. Okay, so we've got roots entering through this connection. Not really ideal, not what we want to see. Let's just see what kind of what we have for tree roots in the rest of the line. That's kind of the connection where you wouldn't really like to see them. No, not really much tree roots in this. We're going to pause it. Okay, so 97 feet, we made it. That's going to be the tap connection to the city main and the street. Now you don't really get a real good look at this tap. It's open though to the city main, but there definitely is right there a little bit of a separation. Kick tub, you're not really going to get a good look at that. When you come right over the top there, it's turning and dropping down. The camera runs right into the that connection, runs right into what looks like an offset. It is a little bit of an offset. Looks like it's going to be a medium offset separation, but it does look normal at the tap. But again, this line, we definitely have tree roots. We've definitely got some buildup, tree roots and buildup throughout. So we got buildup in the cast a lot. We got tree roots in the clay. And again, we don't know how long of a section of cast it is that's 4-inch. It may need to be jetted or chain scraped to get that cast iron properly cleaned. We didn't see any other obvious issues though in this clay. But again, one more good look after it's clean, get the tree roots out of the way. So really not too many tree roots though, except for the one connection, which is going to be, well, there's two connections with roots. We'll show that one. So we've got this one at 64. But the worst one is at the plastic to clay. Right there where we were just having trouble pulling back. And again, that's kind of the connection that should be sealed. So really, I mean, 57 feet, that is a poor or faulty connection, because that one should actually be sealed, not having tree roots in it, but yet this one has the most tree roots in it, because that's going to be like a newer style connection, just going from plastic to plastic. It's got the kind of the same style coupling. Okay, so we pushed real quick back down to the 64 foot just because the other spot at 58, we pushed down just to get a locate, just to get a distance. So we're picking this up in the yard. Remember that other spot, actually it's 57, so it's going to be about 10 feet long. So 57, 58 feet, right where the plastic goes to the clay. Again, so that is our worst amount of tree roots growing in the line. That is not what we want to see. That is the type of connection where that should be the least, and there should be more roots. If we do see tree roots, they should be heavier in the clay to clay. So at any rate, we're going to say that should be repaired, or that is not a very good connection. It's allowing too many tree roots to enter. And if that was repaired, it should extend out to that 40 or 67 feet, or 64 or 67, whatever it was, the next tree root spot. And that is all going to be, and the reason why is because it shouldn't really make any difference on any price if it were repaired, because that is all going to be within 10 feet, and it's wide open yard over there, and it runs over towards the real estate sign in the front yard. Over in that area, there's 3 plants there inside of cages. It starts just on the house side of those plants, winds up maybe about 3 or 4 or 5 feet from the city sidewalk, but it's all in the yard.